Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Zero Escape, the Nunnery Games 999. Yeah. So last time we got stuck in doing this, and I'm trying to remember what the heck is going on. Okay. The trick is that that's actually 7 instead of 6. Look closer when they were both 1. That's too many. Oh, wait, hold on. I've almost got it. Holy crap, did I just do that first try? 1122. Wow. It ended up being a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Alright. Well, okay. Let's do it. I swear to you I wasn't looking up a guide or anything. That just kinda happened. The experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. I can hear the door unlocking, and now we've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Lotus, are you alright? Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for 7 and me to get her out of there. Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me. Damn straight. I don't ever want to see this thing again. Looks like this catwalk goes across about half of the room. I think it's made like that so you can get around without standing on the floor. You found it!
The hallway goes to the left.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Yes, we just need to keep going.
Right, let's go.
An elevator.
Just what we need.
Tis.
Let's take this to C deck.
We are getting very close to the next ending. I'm sure it won't be a good one.
Huh? No one's here.
Weird.
Where did they go?
I have no idea.
Let's try the hospital room.
Hey, Junpei!
We should follow him.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door.
Oh, did we get the sun key? I
I
forgot.
happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now.
Oh, okay.
This should open that door. All right, time to open this.
Hold on a sec there.
Huh?
We don't have the key for this one yet, right?
That's...
Oh, it's the Jupiter symbol.
Then we can't open this door.
Unfortunately, no, we can't.
Jeez, the sun door's gotta be just on the other side of this, you know? We can't just stop... Hey, it opened.
What?
What?
Yeah, the others must have found the Jupiter key.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Yeah, let's get our butts in there. Holy sh...
Why?
Wait, Ace is dead too?
What the hell? What the hell happened?
I have no idea. I thought Ace had killed them all, but that's not what happened.
Nothing. She's dead.
Does she die in every freaking route?
Hey, what are you doing?
The key! Get me the sun key!
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back!
That's a good idea.
The murderer?
Well, what do you think? The three of them just did this to themselves?
Clover
That's possible, actually.
and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies. That means that the person who had killed them was...
Huh? No.
No, it can't be true.
There's something not quite fitting here.
Give it to me! Let's go!
What are you afraid of, June?
Open!
What is she gonna do? You've got 7 with you.
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
What?
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe. It's open.
Oh, it was already unlocked.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Did we think to check these
Why?
doors?
How would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
Sounds like a plan!
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
Maybe use these to slide it open? I don't
We
freaking
don't have
know.
a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, no, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
But I don't see any other doors.
Yeah, it just slides open. Easy.
No way.
Also, the murderer is
Open
probably
by
in
itself.
there.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
7, I agree with you.
The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling.
Junpei's losing his mind.
We've hit bottom. This can't get any worse.
I mean, you could all just be murdered
Shit.
right here and now.
Hey, Junpei!
I can't take this anymore. No one can. No. It's a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No. It's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something, or a dream. It's made up.
Ah! Ah! Connie!
She's not the murderer.
Connie! Connie, hang on! Connie!
Jumpy?
Oh man, Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
Jumpy, I'm sorry. I might not make it.
No. No way. No way I am going to let you die. I am gonna save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on, all right, Connie? You. Ow, what can I do? Damn it!
Throws her against the floor. Oh,
What's that?
looks like a submarine.
A submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here? That's it! Hang on, all right? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No, don't go. Please, don't go. Please just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When I...
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids? I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time. Jumpy, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school?
Tiger Snowball.
Memories I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more.
Something better than, you know, this ship. Basically.
But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I
Don't
swear.
make promises you can't keep.
That makes me happy. Really happy, Jumpy. I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
Connie! Connie! Connie!
Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. Just 5? It rang 5 times, then faded.
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. Except for Connie's dead body. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly he made his way to the door he'd come through. And right outside, they're probably dead on the floor. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. Yup! His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around. The door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. The body of Snake. As we know now. At the central staircase were 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses. Those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Connie. And now Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. And that was probably the worst ending of Zero Escape, where everybody's dead, except Snake. He was probably the one who either killed them all, or he drowned while inside the coffin. Actually, he probably suffocated while inside the coffin, because it was watertight. Well, that sucked. Yeah, let's skip the credits. We kind of already saw them. The end, or is it? Well, that one is definitely just the end. So, yeah. We all die by a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. That's not what the achievement was called. It was just we all die by a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine? Yep. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Well, that happened. Let's see. All right, next up, let's head over here. 3, 7, and 8 doors. We need to go through door 7 now?
Well, we really don't have a choice now.
Oh, 7. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with door 7.
Okay, 7 it is.
Yeah.
All right then. That means June's got to go through 8.
What? Why?
Can you not math? God dang it. Okay, so this flowchart will just take us back into this part. And then we go to this part where there are 3 more choices. One takes us back down this path towards this ending again, but also this one. And this one takes us back into this one. And this one takes us down a whole new path with a whole new set of circumstances and endings.
What? If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it. Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8. 4, 5, and 7, or
We've heard that explanation a few
no
times
other
now.
combinations. In other words, 3 and 4. You get it now?
Oh no. You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
I mean, it's only like an hour, tops.
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top
Should
of
be
the
pretty
shit
lame.
so far. I'm damn sure that's he's not gonna end this.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Yes.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7.
So Clover goes with you either way to have you learn about Snake's arm.
Any problems with that, Clover?
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
You guys ready?
So we're with Clover and 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
It's open.
Let's do this.
Hurry!
I wonder if there are any endings where Fuka doesn't just die. I mean Clover.
June.
Jumpy.
What the hell are you doing, Junpei?
And then she turns into a blur. Blur.
Only 81 seconds left. No time to waste, guys. Let's get moving.
Look! The door on the left! I can see the dad!
It'd be funny if there was a way to actually die via everyone not finding the dead. And by funny, I mean messed up. Okay, we've heard enough of panting, thank you.
Stopped. It stopped. This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but... Whew. You never really get used to it.
I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that.
Oh! That was savage.
What? What the hell did you just say? Say it again! I dare you!
You have no...
You little... You wanna die?
I'd like to see you try.
You fucking brat. Alright, let's go!
Hey, calm down, guys. This isn't the time for this.
For this weird argument that we're having.
It's not gonna do us any good. Wait here for a minute, alright? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors.
We just came through this door. And of course it's shut tight.
Duh.
There's a short hallway on the left here, and an iron wall. I doubt I can get through it.
This door's the only option we've got, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey, something's written on the door. On that iron plate.
It says operating room. If this thing's telling the truth, there could be body parts inside here.
Well, this is probably not going to be pleasant.
Well, there's no point to
Gotta
stand
be better than the experimentation room.
Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us.
Or the torture room, or whatever it was called.
What's wrong?
I have this feeling that in the 8 door, June is the one who gets stuck in Clover's position. It's not like anyone's gonna ever answer that. I'm just thinking that.
No, it's nothing. Let's just go.
Okay, here we go.
Huh?
Well, there's a curtain.
What the hell is this?
It's an operating room, numbskull.
Hey, Clover!
What?
Clover! Hey, what's wrong?
What the hell is this?
Is this
Is
a
that a
corpse?
mannequin?
We should probably take a closer look.
Yeah.
It's very naked.
This is...
What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something.
Doll? You're right. It's only a doll.
Look at this face. It's pretty freaking creepy.
Man, it really scared me.
Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls.
Shut it! Don't you start with me, fatty.
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff?
Yeah,
Guys?
bring it on, you whale!
Stop!
Guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off. Jeez. Anyway, it looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of. I'm talking about a heart.
Huh? Oh, this? You mean on his chest?
Yeah.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
I don't think it's a doll.
You think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
Or maybe it's got more personal uses?
That's gross, Seven.
Anyway, how about we take a look around this place?
Jinbei's just like, I ain't touching that.
Okay.
Sure thing.
The preparation room? Is that what that said? Alright, seek way out. And we're right back to puzzles. Alright, so the operating room. It's pretty large. Let's check this out first. Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says kg on the display. You think maybe it's a scale? Huh? There's some sort of lid on this thing. Why don't you try opening it? Can't, there's no handle. Can't get under it with my nails either. These dolls are really kind of creepy, you know? Hey, it says something here. John? No, that was Jinpei. You think that's this doll's name? Maybe? This thing is creepy. I wonder why it's on the bed. An operating table. Do you think old operating tables look like this? I have no idea. It's an old operating table. A medical mannequin is lying on it. a white cloth. A creepy medical mannequin is laying on the bed. Apparently, his name is John. Which is kind of creepy, because that's my name. An internal organ, specifically along a medical mannequin with its guts showing. Ew. Gross. Hey, Junpei. There's a slit in this thing's chest. Yeah, sure is. There's something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Damn it! Stink thing won't budge. It's stuck. Well, I guess you can't use force on this one then. We need something small that can fit into that little hole. The table the mannequin is sitting on, which is not what I was trying to click on. Scalpel. A scalpel that's not rusty. Seems like it was put here for a reason, huh? Think it's telling us to cut something? Yeah, I do. And then we kill them both. No. None of this other stuff looks useful. Yeah, it's all pretty rusty. An internal organ, specifically a lung. Can't do that with the scalpel then. Ew, that's gross. This is the chest. It's a woman's chest. The heart's gone, but it's pretty hot. If that kind of thing turns you on, Seven, you're a real creepo. I mean hot, like literally. God damn it. Maybe you're supposed to heat something like that gauze to kill bacteria. There's a boiling thingy over there. There's nothing on the lid or in the drawers. There are a whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They all look like medicine. They've got labels, but they're all big medical words that I don't understand. A lot of different kinds of medication. It's hard to tell them apart. The drawers are empty. Yeah, nothing there. Thing for boiling tools to sterilize them. There's nothing in the drawer. I was kind of hoping you could do that with the thing. What's this thing? It's got these short iron lugs. Maybe it's a heater. There's nothing inside it. There's some kind of device attached to the bed. It says kg on the panel. Is this the scale? This bed doesn't look very comfortable. Another medical mannequin? From the looks of it, this one's a chick. She has a name too. Lucy. Poor thing. Looks like Miss Lucy only has a head and a left arm. Maybe we're supposed to gather all her parts. Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all of her body parts. Okay, I guess I have to. This is very Ghost in the Shell type music. The bowl? No. They use these for surgery, right? Let's see, syringes, cups, a plate. There's a sort of scissorish thingy. Cocker forceps. Are those scissors? They look kind of funny. No, that's probably a pair of cocker forceps. Coker? Uh-oh. I'm not a doctor. Surgeons use them during operations. They can hold blood vessels shut and keep tissues out of the way. We can use it to pull stuff out of small holes or something like that. Oh, hello. A table with a scalpel and forceps. They're all rusty though. Don't think they'll be really useful. So we took the organ thingy out of the chest thingy. It's a lung, not an organ thingy. Huh? This part here on the back, it's all rubbery. You're right. So, it's a fake organ, of course it'd be. Wait, what's someone grabbing it for? It feels like there's something in here. You think we can cut through the rubber part? Let's try cutting this organ with the scalpel. Oops. There's a key in this organ. Found a key in an internal organ. That's a bit weird. Is there something I'm supposed to be able to use that on? Awesome, it's unlocked. Oh, okay. I meant to do that. Blue liquid. Looks like there's something inside that bottle. Why don't you try pouring some out into the cap? Can't see any reason why not. What's that? It's bright blue. Do you think it's, alien blood? Where the hell did that come from? And what do you think it is, Seven? I don't know, some sort of special bath soap? Ugh, what a boring guess. Looks like there's something inside that bottle. Why don't you try pouring some out into the cup? Can't see any reason why not. What's that? It's bright red. Do you think it's blood? No, blood's thicker than that. Then what is it? Beats me. This thing won't open. Is it locked? You probably need to put in a passcode. I mean, jeez, they've even got a keypad on there. How much more obvious can you get? I can only enter 3 numbers. Use for enter, C is for clear. Once you input the number, press C. If you mess up, press C. Let's give it a shot. I didn't want to give it a shot yet. Back off. There's the note on top of the table. Iron equals 1, salt equals 2, water equals 3, carbon dioxide equals question mark, ammonia and ethanol also equal question mark. What do you think this is a hint for? Maybe it's got something to do with this box. Something stinks. Is it coming from this bottle? It says NH3. Well, that of course stinks. It's ammonia. Hey Junpei, do you think there are any slugs on this ship? Huh? Well, if there was, I was thinking we could put salt on them. What's she pointing at? Label says NaCl. Sodium chloride. Salt, huh? Do you think Seven will shrivel up if we put it on him? Hey, you say something. This bottle of salt on the shelf. Label says NaCl. Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf. How do you know it's iron? Label says Fe. Fe stands for iron, right? There's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf. It says Fe on the bottle. Oh, good stuff. Let's go for a drink. What are you talking about? I'm talking about that bottle. It says C2H28 C2H5OH, right? It's ethanol. That's right. It's also known as ethyl alcohol. It's pretty much what booze is made of. So, you're gonna drink it? Nah, I won't. Might say that's what it is on the label, but there could be anything in there. So that you're not supposed to drink just ethanol. What's this? Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2. Also known as carbon dioxide. So it's a can filled with carbon dioxide. Hey Junpei, there's dihydrogen monoxide on the shelf. Why don't you just say water? Rectangular table. I wonder, did people mix medicine on this thing? Iron equals 1, Fe. Salt equals 2, NaCl. Water equals 3, dihydrogen monoxide. Okay. Well, I mean, I can figure out what carbon dioxide, which is CO2, so that's also 3. Ammonia is, 4. And ethanol is 7, 8, 9. Okay. I can figure that out. That's all well and good, but... Well, I understand question mark represents a number, but I can only enter 3 of the numbers. Do we need to put carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol in order? So, carbon dioxide, ethanol, and ammonia. Bingo! Fake right arm. And a fake heart, which we can combine with the chest. Or not. A heart. This thing is super creepy. This ain't good for the heart. Ha 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 ha. It's the right arm of the body. It's kind of creepy.
You think we should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got curious about it. Here.
Ethylene diamine.
Diamine tartrate?
Yeah, that's right. CDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. Still,
Fuck if I know.
it looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
You remember something?
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory.
Oh, we're going back to this idea again.
They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. But after it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, man, how do you say it?
Like the molecules were communicating with one another.
Even Junpei's like, yep, I know where this is going.
Transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive. This phenomena spread throughout the world, right?
Yeah, that's it exactly. But how did you know?
I heard another story, kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer?
What? The freezer?
Yeah, June told me.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold up. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Do you? Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice. That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
What?
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
Did you hear the one about that weird animated movie that was made about it? All three of them?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up.
And inside was Dio!
They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute.
You don't say.
And she didn't, though. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible. But there was one body that didn't thaw. And that was...
The girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed and nothing happened. And a month passed, and another. It was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice. Alice. Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Why?
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Alright, tell me. What happened to Alice?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world.
Okay. Then we're going back to the origin of this ship as
I've
a
heard
replica
that
of
Alice
the
won up their
Titanic.
auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. And 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. but nobody knows where. He died in 1931, and apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden. However,
what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
I'm sorry, she what?
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez!
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
I won't.
Alice. Huh.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen.
Oh.
The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Well, anyway, so we did that. Let's go check on Miss Lucy. Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all of her body parts. Uh-huh. Something that appears to be a scale attached to the bed. Oh. It's locked. It says preparation room. Junpei, where are you going? That's the door we came through. The only thing out there is the numbered door. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you that the numbered door is a one-way deal, so you're saying there's no point to going back there, huh? And they're nodding. Awesome. Just the medical mannequin. An organ is missing. Well, there is an organ key. But I still get the... John is just lying there. Small operating table, the medical mannequin is sitting upon it. Something that looks like a scale next to the operating table. It has something that looks like a lid on the front of it. Okay, let's start combining things. It's a lot of tools. There's a pipe going outside. So this is clearly the exit. Oh! Cool, it's unlocked. Let's see if... Huh? A piece of paper. What's this? Is this some kind of medical record? New material has been added to the file screen. Let's take a look. A medical record found in the preparation room. It has records of the two mannequins. There's a male mannequin named John and a female named Lucy. The record shows each mannequin's total weight and the weight of their individual parts. Interesting. Lucy was a heavy bitch, wasn't she? Okay. Interesting, but I'm not sure how that helps us right now. I found a beaker. There are 4 different lights, each one a different color. White, red, blue, and purple. Does this thing react to something and then lights right up? Hey, the blue light turned on. And I heard a noise. Sounded like something unlocking. It's locked. It won't even budge. Do you think this is the exit? It's also got a Jupiter keyhole or something on it. A fake left leg. Lovely. A sink. The doctors and nurses probably wash their hands before an operation. Nothing suspicious here. Alright, let's try the red liquid. Red light's on now. I think I heard another noise. Fake right leg. Okay. It's an empty beaker. I get it. You combine the red liquid and the blue liquid to make a purple liquid. Good job, Junpei. The purple light came on and I heard it unlock. I'm sure it's unlocked. The locker with the purple plate has got to be unlocked. Alright, let's see what happens. Fake stomach. This is a really big nose. That's what I thought. That's no nose, it's a stomach. Oh, a stomach. Oh. Alright. Okay, so we've collected the 6 parts of the medical mannequin. So the ones we got must have been for Lucy, right? Yeah. Seems like it. Well, I say we give Lucy her parts back. Any objections? Nope. Agreed. Alright, let's get started. Combine! Oh, there's a number on here. 51 kilograms. What's this? Is this the weight? Well, we were just stacking body parts on it, so it makes sense that it'd be the weight. It's a creepy looking medical mannequin lying here. It says John on it. It's an old operating table. Medical mannequins lying on it. All I have left is the purple liquid. That bottle has purple liquid in it. It's very fancy. Hey, nothing happened. That's odd. Maybe it's the wrong weight. Wait? Yeah, well, you know how there's a scale on the side of the bed? Maybe we need to get the scale to a specific number. How are we gonna do that? I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with John's. Oh. Let's give it a shot. Operating instructions. The screen will display 2 medical mannequins. You can switch their body parts by selecting the part you want to switch out. Okay. So, I remember nothing. I remember absolutely freaking nothing. Okay, well, it's obvious that you need to swap the arms to get them to match. Which heart is heavier? Okay, so Lucy's heart was heavier. I don't know who had the heavier chest, though. Oh, well, obviously the woman has the woman's chest, right? Getting kind of close. I should have at least wrote whose weight was what. No dice. I think if we knew the weight of each part, we could figure it out. I can figure that out easily enough. I just need to remember what the hell numbers I'm shooting for here. $51.3, $53.2. Okay. I think I actually had that at one point. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so open this. John is, move this a bit, 51.3, and Lucy is 53.2. Oh, you can also look at a hint, but we don't need that. Okay, you see this number here? Because that is what we need each of them to get to. So if we just swap every single one of their body parts... That didn't quite do it. Literally just swap the entire thing. Wow. Okay. Hey, Junpei, I just heard something. It came from John's operating table. We better check it out. So it's not really much of a puzzle. You literally just swap each and every part. Except for the heart. Huh? The lid on the scale. Hey, it opened! Oh, I get it. It must have opened because we matched John's weight to what's on the chart. The Jupiter key. There's a mark engraved on this key. I think it's the Jupiter symbol. It was past the preparation room, right? I'm gonna keep calling it that.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh? Oh,
Isn't
God
she with
damn
you?
it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute.
Hold on. Interesting. Okay.
I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here. What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John? Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
My brother might be dead.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him.
This is where he laid the story of his arm.
Dead. I'm going to be next.
What are you
It's
talking
funny
about?
that you say that.
What's wrong with you?
What do you want to do? Oh, that's right, the bookmark.
Oh, yeah. It's in my pocket somewhere. Here it is.
Let's check my deep bottomless pocket.
A 4-leaf clover. Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm. Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
What?
Oh, I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the 4-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
Oh my god, are we gonna talk about another one?
Promise you won't tell anyone?
They're starting to get kind of annoying. Oh no, wait, she's gonna talk about his arm.
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Okay then, I'll tell you.
I'm the
I'll
protagonist.
tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
What?
Wait. On this ship?
Yeah, this ship. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Fields that you can't see?
Like, think about this. This is John, right? But is he really John?
Huh?
Huh?
Isn't this like Locke's socks? Or the ship of Theseus? You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No?
I heard of Schrodinger's cat.
Really? Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One
Okay.
of them gets a hole in it.
Okay,
What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
throw it away.
Well, I'd pitch it, I guess.
But it's your favorite pair of socks.
Come on, who loves their socks that much?
It doesn't matter. Just suppose you do love them that much.
Well, I guess then I'd patch it.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches.
Uh-huh.
Until eventually, the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
No.
Well, that's tough. So, that's the locked socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it. The ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts? Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John, or is it Lucy now?
John's head and heart are both his. But apart from those, and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
We're just like these mannequins. Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die, and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once.
No.
Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
It's a bit of a jump.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long? How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around.
This thing on my head, and I have no idea why.
Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
No, it wasn't. We were just
Just...
playing with the mannequins.
Huh?
Stuff is just like, what?
Let's go, Junpei.
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You're a dick. Alright.
Oh, how true that statement
Is
is.
that cool?
In more ways than one.
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Fine then.
You found it!
Alright, let's get going.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
Okay, I guess not. Jesus.
Not really.
Well, I'll get him.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
We also didn't hear anything about his arm.
Not after hearing something like that.
You found it! Again, that's what I said, yeah. I'm staring at the roof.
Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? And Santa? And Lotus too?
Whoa! What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this?
Look on the wall here.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the nonary game works.
I see. Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this. Ready? I'm gonna open it. I knew it.
I knew it.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough.
Yep, we're back on here. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we went that way. That makes sense. Alright. Ace wants to go through door 3 with Clover and 7 because he's a jerk. He's a big jerky pants with big jerky face. Skip, 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 skip. The main hallway now with less dead bodies. Skip, 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 skip. No.
You know, that's a good question.
I can't believe this. You guys followed me here, but you don't even know why. Junpei, you've got the solar system keys, don't you?
Yeah. The Saturn key card. And the Earth key. What about him?
Don't you remember the elevator? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big
It's got the Saturn symbol, and then there's the door, and it's got the Earth symbol, and we go global, 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 global. In case anyone's wondering, this is a map that came with the Stormblood Collector's Edition, Final Fantasy XIV. And it's pretty cool. It's all cloth, and yeah, it's got like all the whole region on it. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It's also very soft. Oh, I skipped through the option and then totally just didn't listen to the results. I'm sure it wasn't nearly as good as the first answer, though. This is where we find the 6th door. Yeah. Which I went through first because it's my lucky number. If I remember correctly.
Wait, what's this?
Yes, that is exactly what happened. Ace looks so sad. Even though he's the one who killed the person. Whoever it was, because it wasn't Snake. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
What the hell kind of question?
Snake is dead! No! Snake!
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door.
Snake! Okay. Except we know it's not Snake. It's just some guy. Who knows who he was. I like how the LR thing is just like not a message from Snake, which now that I think about it makes sense. In fact, it'd make zero sense if it was, because that'd mean he somehow wrote a message after his exploded body exploded. After his body exploded, is what I meant. Blah 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 blah. Oh, of course. What could Zero be hiding? I think Zero's one of us! Gasp! Zero's the one who killed Snake! Except it's not. Well, it's possible. Okay, Mercury card. Which is the only one you find if you go through 3, thus leading you into this door. So this is not the one we want, unless we wanted to real quick go through that scene that'll happen that leads us into the ending path. But there's no real reason for it, so we won't. I'm gonna kill you! Since it'll be quick, let's go through door 2.
My choice is door 2. Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating? Cheating? I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted. How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier. Let me see that. Sure, here.
Well, I'll be damned. Really does say
I got
2.
3 pieces of paper ready, and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted.
Wow, you're a real dick, Junpei.
If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out.
Well, what does it say? You got lucky.
All right. So we know who's going through door 2. That'd be me, Lotus, and Junpei. The only problem's the other two teams.
June and I want door 6.
Clover and I choose door 1.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people.
Why don't Santa and June go into door 1 with Ace?
Huh?
Well,
Then what will you do, Clover?
I'll be waiting at the stairs. You guys are coming back here, right? That's what Seven was saying, wasn't it?
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the notary game works.
I'm sorry, but I just want to be by myself for a while. You understand, right?
all right. I'm going through door 1. That all right with you, June?
Yes.
Well, we'll be going then.
Let's move too.
Yeah.
Right.
I won't see June for a while, but this was my choice. I'm just going to have to suck it up. Seven said we'd all see each other again, and I'm going to believe that. The other group went to A deck to go through door 1. Clover joined them. Our group is on our way too. We're heading to the bottom deck using the elevators. I wonder what we'll find down there.
Death, despair, destruction, etc.
We ready?
Yeah, anytime.
The escape is the next thing. Okay.
I'll go first. Let's go.
Beep, 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 beep.
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it.
There it is. It's right there. It's got a metal plate, and we put emergence on it, and then we take out all the E's, and etc., etc., etc. Seek a way out, except we don't have to. Alright. Obviously, we're not going to do this twice, so let's return to the title screen. Or, wait. We didn't want to return to the title screen, I'm dumb. What we want to do instead is check the flow, because we need to go back here. The 1, 6, and 2 doors. The 1, 6, and... Game? Do I need to go back one? Why can't I? Maybe we have to start. Starting from the beginning of the game. I don't want to do that. Oh, I had to click on novel more. Okay. Do we want to go down the other ending, or do we want to head back into the room? I mean, if I was going to do that, then I probably should have instead started from here. Clover's already gone. Okay.
She's not here.
Oh, we're already on the other path? Oh, do you know why? I think it actually has to do with the flow of the game. So, down this path, we had the laboratory, yeah? Which is where Clover tells us about Snake's fake arm. But without knowing that, we don't know that it's not Snake's body in the third room. So it actually kind of depends which path you went down this one, I think, specifically, to get to this point, to these two branches. Though I'm not sure about this one. This could just be a literal choice, but that's interesting. Alright. Still, this is all going to proceed the same way, it seems, at the very least, until we find her body and all that stuff. Wait, hold on, what? Did I miss something? Because that didn't seem the same. This didn't seem the same in the slightest. What the heck is going on? The heck? I definitely missed something. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I skipped a bunch of stuff. Hello. Okay. This is like my third ending, so, you know, hopefully you're not spoiling yourself. And if you are, you can always visit my YouTube channel and watch the rest there. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck. Alright, that sounds good, but, what? Could you stop calling me by that codename when we're alone? Huh? Oh, sure, right. I'll do that. There's a reason Junpei persisted in calling her June even when they were alone, although perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by the nickname he'd used when they were children, Connie. 9 years ago, it came naturally. After all, they were children. But now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Of course, to call her Kurashiki-san would be even more awkward, and simply Kurashiki would seem a little brusque. And although he couldn't put his finger on why, it felt somewhat forward to call her Akane when they hadn't seen each other for so long. In short, it was simply easier for him to call her June and leave it at that. Jumpy? Oh, it's nothing. Well, I mean, I wanted to play the game, and that's pretty much all I had to it. It's nothing. Alright, I'm going then. Yeah, be careful, Connie. June, or perhaps more appropriately Connie, blushed and smiled. You be careful too, Jumpy. Yeah, got it. Take care. Junpei looked after her for a moment as she ran up the stairs, then turned around and took off for the hallway. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place. June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat, slouched against the wall. Lotus? Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin, smooth and pale as always, was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus, slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse. No rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind, told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife then. Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the paraxatic wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps more accurately, the person who had gained the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who was that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat. Extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to glimpse a glance of his attacker. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed onto the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer, reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, sadness, nor regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. I'm having a good time, though I've only been having bad endings today. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Bad end! Oh, that's interesting. Because the old submarine one is the end, or is it? And the achievement unlocked, Cut and Run. Well, that happened. Would you like to save? Sure. Knife. Alright, 3 more. 3? What? But the... What? That's a little confusing. Alright, well, let's go back to the 1, 6, and 2 doors. Skip. Okay, time for a new door. 2 of the endings are the same. Interesting.
My choice is door 1. Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating? Cheating? I'm asking if you changed your how? Let me sure.
Literally just heard this explanation. The Junpei is an asshole.
Well,
lots of things in this game tell me that.
You?
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself. Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people.
June says that a lot.
Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Right, June?
Well, I
She's very confused as to what to make of that statement.
Pig. You just wait and see.
The heck was that all about?
Calling me old.
Huh. Oh, I mean, if it's that confusing, I might have to look it up, but we'll see how it goes. I probably won't get that far
That's why
anyway.
men are such a
I've only got
pain
like
in
an
the
hour and a
ass.
half left, so.
They're about as subtle as a brick.
Lotus just keeps grumbling to herself the
they're at it
entire
again.
time. Meanwhile, we get to go through killer door with killer face. Killer.
See you later, June.
McKiller. Killer.
Jumpy.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what Seven said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be. And that's how the Noner.
Yes, I know. That's how the Noner game works.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
Right. No, left. Wait, what?
That should be it, yes.
Then here we go.
I just realized what an odd team we have here. It's like the dude who killed Snake
It's just as Santa Notice
and,
said.
Clover,
A numbered door.
who he kills later.
There's the red.
Lovely.
I'll go first.
Sounds
Now
good
the
there,
two,
Ace.
if you would.
Maybe we should push you in. Though then we wouldn't be able to get in the door.
Now. Are you ready?
Pull the lever!
Yeah, anytime.
It'd be kind of funny if he just kills you both.
Very well then. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
And it's open! Move it!
I think this is
Where is it?
still the path that we don't know about Snake's arm. Yeah, okay.
There it is! Over there!
It's a very plush looking library thing. Ba-doop.
It stopped.
Yes, it did. Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to.
Oh, this is the captain's quarters they were talking about before.
We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
Now then. There's another door. Let's try opening it. So, this is the wheelhouse? Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay, I will.
All right then, let's get started.
Dang, Junpei. Taking command. And I'll oversee both rooms because I am the master puzzle solver. This is the first time we've had one where we can actually see the dead in it. The chart room. Well, first thing I want to do. The dead is bolted to the wall here. Junpei, are you trying to open that door? Forget it, it's pointless. I tried it earlier. It won't open. Well, we get depressed, Clover. That's cool. A stack of nautical charts. I think this is a nautical chart. There's this line on it here. I think the line is the route the ship is supposed to take. Well, I was thinking that about that thing with the brain puzzle, so that ought to be fun. There are dots all over the map. Oh, those are probably ports, like for a boat to stop at. It looks like the lines connect the dots. A light. Looks like a wilted flower. A chair. A chair. Clover isn't talking much. Well, I guess that's understandable. I mean, she's been through a lot. Really, it's more surprising that she's still together enough to talk at all. A world map with the Atlantic Ocean in the center. There are a number of red pins in several locations. What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical charts I picked up earlier have a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something. Let's see. What do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pins. Okay, so we've got 7 locations connected by straight lines, and each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. New material. A nautical table. Full, half slow, full, half dead stop. It shows directions of southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. There's a word next to each point on the map. That's what it says. Aha. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. It starts from here and then goes like that. Okay. I remember those being a thing in like Assassin's Creed 3, oddly enough. But I also am like one of the few people that I know who doesn't like that ship part. So, shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. There's something written on it. Ship's log. Huh. Ship's log, huh? Okay, let's check that. Following is written on the last page. We leave soon for our journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and are now heading due north. Soon we will dock in the UK, the homeland of this vessel. Interesting. Next week around the same time. Unless I finish it, in which case, then no. Though I highly doubt I'm going to finish it today. It's a wooden box, maybe a case for letters? Hey Clover, you ever write letters? Nothing. Oh, okay. A pocket watch. It says 10:05? That's a pocket watch. She sure hasn't been saying much, and she just keeps looking at the floor. She seems kind of sad. Because, you know, her brother sort of died.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Ace, didn't I tell you to go into the other room?
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
Alright. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Yeah, there is. You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, alright?
Dang, Junpei. What a jerk.
That's a lie. We didn't have to split up the work. I just want to talk to Clover alone. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. That's why when Ace showed up again, I got a little desperate. I had to make him leave.
Oh, I see. Of course. I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother?
I wonder if it does something a bit different if you know about his arm.
I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who, and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay.
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Which 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give a digital root of 3? Ow, bollocks. Alright, let's do some addition here. So it's Snake, and we're looking for a digital root of 3. Now, if it's 1 and 9, it makes 3. So, if it's any addition of 10, it makes 3. Obviously, there are no 2-5 people. So, that cuts us out. So, it's either Clover and June, which makes absolutely no sense, or Santa and 7.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
This obviously makes no sense there,
What's
Junpei.
wrong?
Well, I thought about it, and
That's what I thought. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities? Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here.
What if one of them was a dead man?
What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people.
1, 5, 6, and 7. Clearly, it was Ace, myself, June, and 7 who all conspired to kill Snake. It's a little excessive. Ace, Snake, and June. That has Clover in it. Junpei, June, and Lotus. And then just lots of people. That's just crazy.
These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Oh, yeah. Because all the other combinations had us in them.
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah.
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
Of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
A and E. Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Every single other person.
This means
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely?
I hope not.
If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and Seven are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and Seven.
But
That's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
is he about to kill us? I really wouldn't like him being about to kill me when I'm trying to solve a dang puzzle.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No, stop.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket?
Oh. Crap.
You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Damn.
Okay, I guess we're in the wheelhouse now. Can I go back? I want to go back. Looks like some sort of lock. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. Huh? This shape. Maybe? Does look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. I imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Let's see if this will open. No dice. Must be locked. Looks like this is the only exit. I need a good Ace voice. I'm still working on that. Let's see. Okay, so there's still other drawers and stuff. Left drawer, let's have a look. Nothing. Right drawer, let's have a look. Nothing. Chair, nothing. Okay, so yeah, the wheelhouse is pretty much all I need to check. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. There's another room on the other side of the window. Oh. An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it, which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on! Huh? There's no handle. Oh, you're right, there isn't. Looks as though it was deliberately removed. A compass. And what destiny does it point to? I really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Good. A steering wheel. Let's see if it'll... Whoa! Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship. It's moving. Ha! Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. A human hammer. They're often used to subdue large men like Seven. What? That was a joke, of course. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Ace, you really kind of suck at making jokes. That was rather cruel. This thing won't budge. Feels like there's something keeping it in place. What would be the point of moving it? The ship has stopped. What would be the use of steering it? Yeah, I know, still. Okay, give me a second to mark this down. South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north. Okay. It's compass behind the helm. Steering wheel, steering wheel. We move it, then the direction changes. I swear something had directions on it. Maybe if I had entered those directions in that order. Southwest, southwest, northwest. East. And due north. What the? The handle came off. Heh. Stooping so low, are you, Zero? The handle that came off the steering wheel. A handle. A handle, you say? Could it be this thing? So, I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits! Okay. Next, we need... Oh, crap. Excellent! That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. I hit X and that came up. Nothing's happening. No, I don't think so. Take a look. Over there above the door to the chart room. Nautical table. Okay, next up is full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Alright, let's give this another shot. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look, something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Oh. There's something on the wall that looks like an arrival board. There are a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. What the hell is this? There are names of ports across the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see in an airport. Departing XX, carrier XX, flight XX at XXO. Like that. Yeah, oh, I get it. Except for the X's. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. It looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. The time on the last line, right? 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time. An arrival board, the left side is filled with words. Looks like 10 seconds past 3 o'clock is the arrival time for the final destination. Why are they showing even to the seconds? Why indeed? A digital scoreboard or something like that. It's got names on ports on the ship. The stop last line says 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. That must be the estimated time of arrival. Oh, perhaps. Well, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, you just took my pocket watch. Hey! What the hell are you doing? Just trust me. Stab. That'll be the joke every time we're alone with Ace. It should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Pocket watch. The hands show 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Set to the same time as the arrival time of the destination. What are you doing? Well, what they were doing, they'll give it a try. That was a pretty easy puzzle. Looks like this is some sort of lock. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. Actually, it's shaped just like this pocket watch I've got. Let's try putting this in there. Yes! It says open now. Good work. It seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey! Clover! What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh, well, let's go then. Clover. It's probably 2 escapes just like this one and this one. Yeah. Okay. So we have one more escape room left in the game, I guess. Let's finish her up. You found it.
Oh, a hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one. This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow. Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Huh? Wait, this one is...
Ah, yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago. This must be the communication office.
And that door?
Captain's quarters. Huh.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
Kind of like how Monokuma took over the principal's office. Well, technically he didn't, but...
Not again. Damn. No, wait.
We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
No pulse.
He has a bracelet.
Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened. These wounds. I wonder what killed him. It must have been this.
It's probably the bloody axe.
These clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero? Bracelet Zero.
Junpei.
That's a little too
It may
easy.
be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to doubt very highly that this guy is Zero. Okay, so the captain's quarters, it's still a thing. Alright, so we have a videotape thingy. A camcorder. Looks like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? I think this kind of camera records to a hard drive, but it doesn't look like this one's recording anything. What do you mean? It's just sending whatever it sees to something. What does it see? The door. Control panel for the electronic lock. I guess I've got to put in a passcode. I don't think it's just about numbers. There's a hole in the bottom of it right there. I think you need to put a key in it first. See if shaking you gets us anywhere. No dice. There's blood on the chair. Do you think this was the dead guys? Yeah, probably. It's a lamp, but it doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special about it. Oh, it's one of those old music boxes. How about we wind it up? Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? The pins on the cylinder are shaped all weird. I don't think those are the pins. It looks like someone put something else on top of it. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on, don't you? It's a small table. A bed. There's nothing on it. Or in it. This screen shows the big hospital room. There's just some random hallway on this one. This screen is showing what's happening at the central staircase on B deck. This screen shows what's going on in a small room somewhere that I don't quite recognize. The room on this screen looks really fancy. This one shows the central staircase on C deck. I don't recognize the room on this one. What's the deal with this? Is it some kind of code? There are 4 numbers of rows and letters. They all start with 0 and end with A, F, N, or V respectively. Maybe this has something to do with number bases. You want to try that on me again? A numeral system found in the captain's quarters. 10 is base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. Therefore, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and so on. Chart showed the rules for each numeral system. Interesting. A drawer. There's nothing inside. There's a bunch of weird buttons on here. They probably switch what you see on the screens. Do you know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one! Well, I guess it does change the... What the hell is this?
Huh. Z-E-R-O, huh? It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah, right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work, which makes me wonder.
Why did they do it?
I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a Zero bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers, this isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me. Alright, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets? Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it. Here we go. Huh? Hey, it's the...
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 1, 2 in the...
Oh God. This man... He's dead, isn't he?
Huh?
No! Shit, Sherlock!
No, it's just... I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know? I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive. I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kinda has it better, you know? Dying from a bomb going off inside of you, I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin. I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something. There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm. And,
What did you just say?
oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but... I mean, didn't you see it too?
Oh yeah, I'm sure she took a real good look at her brother's blown up body. You dumb, you're so dumb.
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad, too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Thank you.
Huh? What are you...
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy.
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his. It isn't my brother.
Oh, let's so base didn't hear that.
Huh?
It's not Snake.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is... I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this. But he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Huh?
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
That's...
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody, and I was angry and miserable. But because I had this 4-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Huh?
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Yeah, he did. Did I, say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news, I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subjects?
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me.
Uh-huh.
But he's blind, and I was part of the Nevada test group. So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa, okay, time out. Let's just calm down for a second, okay? Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Alright, let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Yes.
Morphogenetic fields.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the Nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
I was totally expecting it to be Santa's sister.
Seem to have disturbed you.
Ace.
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long. At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble and I could really use your assistance.
This is the part where we die.
Come on, it'll only take a moment.
This is the part where we die.
Nice to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up!
This is the part where we die. No? Okay. The cable that comes out of this thing is connected to the desk. What does that mean? Hey, look. It's a model of a steam train. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Hey, look. It's a monkey with glasses. How on earth? Just a normal light. Well, we'll turn on so we're not that normal. It's a telegraph key, a machine for transmitting Morse code. I tried sending an SOS earlier, but I doubt that did anything. Zero would never make it that easy. So you think it's broken? No, it works. I'm just not sure that it actually transmitted to anything outside of the ship. Looks as though the drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electric lock, perhaps. Take a look on the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cables over there. That must mean... Hey, what is this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. A white piece of paper. It's blank. I had a theory, but it seems we're missing a piece. A chair. A chair! A clock mounted on the wall. The hands aren't moving. A little surprised that the time is wrong then, I suppose. And there's nothing on the back. It's an old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Small screwdrivers. A set of small screwdrivers. Perhaps we can use them to dismantle small devices. Alright, the screwdriver ought to make short work of this box. Looks to be a cylinder for a music box. There are a number of pins and some pieces of metal that look like, rather like fans attached to it. Ah, that's what I was hoping for. I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. Now I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper, and if I'm right, the ink should... Nothing in the drawer anymore. Early telecommunications devices. Experiment with it early, but our imagine is broken. That's nice. How do I get to the spare of headphones on the desk? How do you get to the telegraph machine? There we go. Alright, I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen, I hope. Alright, let's give this a shot. That's the last one in. Yes! Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. That was pretty easy.
Looks like there's something on the cover. A-L-L-I-C-E.
All ice.
All ice. Alice. Does this mean... What the hell is this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could? What
the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Mars.
Uranus.
Or
That's
Uranus.
the Uranus symbol.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck library. Oh. 7 said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic.
Forest of Knowledge, the library.
Could
Got it.
the navel mean the bottom deck, and the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then, could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
So there's this girl, and her name's Alice, but she's an Egyptian, and she's in the deck of the ship.
Egyptian priestess, an Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to 7, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room, beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
CAS?
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter.
Cryogenesis?
Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to
Or
freeze
cryostasis,
things
sorry.
without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Like that one movie with Star-Lord and... Star-Lord and Katniss. Yep, that's
Surely
what I was
you've heard
about
of
to say.
suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that... CAS thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
We would?
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible.
So Alice did it?
In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody.
Zero.
After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer.
Of this guy.
That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
All ice. Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge. And the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
A key with a leather case. It isn't metal. My guess would be ceramic. Junpei, have you found a keyhole that might fit it? I have, actually. Junpei, what are you doing? You searched the wheelhouse from top to bottom. There's no reason to go back. In fact, don't you think it'd be wise to investigate the captain's quarters? I think we ought to check out both rooms, don't you? I thought that was the captain's quarters. So, sue me. No dice. Doesn't matter what I push on here. It's not working. I don't think the power's on. Control panel for the electronic lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole on the bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier. Sweet! Just had to put that key in and now it's on. Junpei, look! There's a minus sign on the screen. There are 8 of them. Probably means we've got to put in 8 digits. Do you think you can figure it out? There are 8 dashes on the screen. I guess I need to put in 8 numbers. Why do I still have the Morse code chart? Can't be that, right? That doesn't make any sense. It says all ice on the spine. That's the main thing that I think I need to pay attention to. But that'll have to wait until next time on Let's Play the finale of 999, the Nonary game. And we'll also probably start the next game, which will be Sonic 3D Blast, I guess. But yeah. So, until then, later guys.